Does your iPad look like this? Do you want your iPad to look like this? If that's the case, just keep watching. My name is Liza. I'm a third-year medical student studying in the UK, and today I'm going to give you a tour of my productive and aesthetic iPad setup, and I'm going to give you a quick and easy tutorial on how to actually get your iPad looking like this. So let's actually start off with the iPad details. So I have the 5th generation 12.9-inch iPad Pro. First, I have my iPad case. I got this from Apple itself. I believe this is the OtterBox Symmetry Series 360 Elite case. It's very thin as well, very lightweight for my iPad, so it doesn't add much weight to it at all. Then I've got my Apple Pencil. I'm pretty sure it's just like the 2nd generation. Whatever generations there are, it's probably the latest one. And it's got my name engraved in it. It just says Liza with a little heart. Oh, there's no heart. It just says Liza. This is my magic keyboard that just goes with the 12.9-inch. I got this with my iPad. I don't use it quite often because it's kind of heavy and I have a laptop anyway, so I guess it was kind of a waste of money. Now that we've had a look at all the accessories for my iPad, let's actually look inside of it. I've got my iPad here and I'm just going to turn into a little bubble on the screen, so let's go. Right, so here is my basic iPad lock screen. It's just pink. My favorite color is pink, if you couldn't tell already. I put a little cursor here just to take you along as I go through my iPad. So if we open it up, here is my beautiful home screen. I only have one screen on my iPad. It's very simple. I purposely kept my iPad very compact and simple because when I got it, I said I was just going to use it for medical school. I'm just going to use it for productivity. I'm not going to be using it for things like Instagram, Snapchat and things like that. Let's just go through each little section. So at the top here, we've got some widgets. Very, very cute, very beautiful. So I have my calendar here. This is linked to my Outlook calendar. Our medical school uses Outlook to give us our timetable, so I just connected it to my Apple calendar so I can see everything I need to do. So if I click onto this, I can see my entire calendar. So it's just really nice to see straight away when I open my iPad what's going on. And then I've got this little widget here. These widgets I got using this app called Widgetsmith. There'll be more of that in the tutorial later, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video to see that. Yeah, so this just tells me the time and that I'm in London. Well, I'm not actually in London right now as I'm in med school. I was in London when I made this. And I put 2 little cute pictures from my favorite anime, Attack on Titan. If you don't know, get to know. Best anime out there. So this is Eren and Jean, and we've got a picture of, I think that's however the flip you say. And then I've got my to-do list here for the day. As you can see, I need to film my iPad video, which I'm doing right now. And then I've got some stuff to do for medical school. This widget is from Todoist. That's how I make my to-do list. I'll have a video on my whole organization system coming soon. But yeah, Todoist is just, it's a very simple to-do list app. I don't know, I just want something simple that would help me keep all my tasks organized. But yeah, that's it. That's great. Okay, let's move on. So now let's move on to the apps I have down here. So before I actually talk about the apps I have, let me tell you about the apps I don't have. So my iPad is only strictly for uni work, with the exception of Netflix and YouTube. And I've got Crunchyroll over here actually, but I don't use Crunchyroll anymore, too expensive. I only allowed myself that because I don't have a TV in my uni room, so I use my iPad if I want to watch something. When I'm studying, I'm not the type to get distracted by going on, like I just wouldn't go on Netflix or YouTube while I'm studying, so it's not detrimental to me. But what is detrimental to me is things like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Like if I had those on my iPads and I had notifications going off while I was trying to study, nothing is getting done. So this iPad is strictly for studying. Some of the apps I have here, I've got Notion. If you want to see how I use Notion in medical school, click the little card. I don't know, it's going to be up here somewhere. Just make sure you click that, make sure you watch that because it's brilliant. I've got, this is for notability. If I click that, it goes into notability. We don't need to see all my notes, but that's the icon I decided to use for that because I couldn't find a notability icon on Pinterest. Then I've got Google Drive, because how I make my notes on Google Docs, so all of my notes are stored beautifully on my Google Drive. I've got all my notes stored here, very nice and neat on my Google Drive. Then over here, this is Anki, my main revision tool. This is how I study in medical school. So of course I have it on my iPad. And then I've got Spotify just to listen to some music while I'm studying. Very, very useful for me. Then I've got, okay, Pinterest. Okay, this is another distracting app. To be fair, I don't get distracted by Pinterest when I'm studying. I just like having everything on a big screen, like scrolling through Pinterest. It's really aesthetic. It's really cute. Like, I love Pinterest on the big screen. That's the only other distracting thing I have. And then I have Outlook over here. Obviously I need that to check my university emails. And then I've got Gmail, which is what I use for my personal email and my YouTube email. Then this is my books app. It's just the Apple Books app. You can see I'm reading a book right now, Relational Intelligence. Then I've got YouTube over here, like I already mentioned, YouTube, Crunchyroll and Netflix, because I don't have a TV in university and I like to watch my shows on a big screen, which is why these are the exception. Then down here, I've got some more things. I've got Safari down here. That's literally how I browse. I don't use Google Chrome. I don't know, I just prefer Safari. And if I open it, actually, I never have more than like 1 or 2 tabs open, because I hate having like multiple tabs open. It's so annoying. But anyways, then I've got my text messages over here. Very cute. Yeah, then I've got my camera app over here, photos app over here, and Spotify again. I don't even know why I have Spotify twice. I think I just wanted to fill it up. And then I've got my files app, because I actually do dip into my files on my iPad quite a lot. Then settings and app store. So yeah, that's all the apps down here. Over here, I can't do anything about these apps over here. Like, I can't change it because it just shows the most recent app. So if I open Pinterest, for example, then I close it, or if I open Notion, for example, then I close it, it's gonna show up over here as my recent app. I can't use the, what do you call it, icons I've chosen to cover those up. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So if I now swipe to the side, I've got some little cute pictures over here. I have 2 pictures of me here, very vain, I know. And then I've got another little picture of Aaron and Jean, and I've got a picture of Sasha from Attack on Titan here. And I've got my screen time. I don't know why it's so high, but I don't know why it's 5 hours. I must have left my iPad open for a while. But yeah, then I've got a little calendar here. It shows the day and it shows the date as well, which is really cute. And then yeah, and then I've just got another little picture. I repeated 2 of the pictures because I don't think I could be bothered to find any more. That's pretty much it. If I scroll to the side, I still have some apps that I don't keep on my home screen. If I want to use them, I literally just use the search bar like this to find the app. I don't use these as much as the apps on my main page, apart from Canva and LumaFusion, because that's what I use for YouTube. But yeah, that is my very simple, very productive iPad setup. So when I open it, I see exactly what I need to do. I see exactly what I have going on today, what I have going on tomorrow, and then I have all my productivity apps laid out in front of me, ready for me to study. I don't have any games on my iPad. I don't have any anything like that, because it's just very distracting. So now that we've had a look at what's in my iPad, let's move on to the tutorial. Okay, I'm just gonna open a new page. So if we want to add like a little widget, or those big widgets that you saw there, if you want to add the calendar, we're gonna go to edit, we're gonna go to add widget. Now this is gonna come up and you're gonna have loads of different widgets from different apps that you can add. So obviously I'm just going to search for calendar. So we're going to go to the calendar app, and these are all the widgets you can add from the calendar app. You can add these massive ones, like you can see pretty much the rest of your week. Let's add a massive calendar just for the fun of it. So if we add the widget, I'll just wait for that to load up. There you go, you've got a calendar and I can see everything that's going on for the rest of the week, which is pretty useful to have on your iPad. Now, if we go to edit again, and if we go to add widget, so I use Todoist, like I said. So if I go to Todoist, I want to see my to-do list. I'm just going to scroll, and I'm going to add this widget right here. So I have my calendar, and now I have my to-do list on my homepage. Now, let me show you how to add these little pictures that you have here. I used Widgetsmith to add my photos. So there's this app called Widgetsmith. It's spelled like this and it looks like this. When you get the app, this is what you're gonna see. You won't see all of these little widgets here like I have. But if you scroll down, like if you want to add a small widget, like these small little ones here, you just go to Widgetsmith, you go to add small widget. If you go to photo up here, and then if you click choose from photos, you can choose from files if you have a photo saved in your file, but I'm just going to choose from photos. And then I don't keep all my photos on my iPad because I need space for when I'm editing my videos. I'm just going to pick this picture of my random notes here and then save. And then yeah, it's saved as small number 8. You can change the name of this actually. So if you change the name to notes, just so you can find it when you want to add it, and save. And if you go, hold the screen, press edit, add widget. If you go to Widgetsmith, and if you add a small widget, and then if you tap it, and if you click notes, it's gonna show the notes, and that's how you add a little picture. And then obviously you can do the same thing with big ones. So if I wanted to add a bigger one like these, then you just do add extra large widget and you do the exact same thing. Widgetsmith has its own little like features like that are really cool that you can add, like this one right here that I have, the medium widget. So if I go to like clock, and then if I go to theme, I can change it to make it look cute. I can get a pink iPhone 16 theme, location London, clock style. You can change the clock style as well. I can have it plain, hand type, or you can even change the hand type. That's pretty cool, isn't it? If I make that, I don't know, pointed, save, medium number 3. So if I wanted to add this in, I go to edit, add widget, and I search up Widgetsmith. Second, medium, add widget. If you tap that again and change that to medium number, oh, it was medium number 3. There you go, you've got your little widget. And it's like, it's perfect. Now I'm gonna show you how to add these little apps I have here. If I go to, God, I'm so tired. I use this, there's this app called Shortcuts. So if you go to Shortcuts, so as you can see, I have loads of different apps that I've made. A lot of these apps I do not have on my iPad anymore. But let me show you how to make a new one. So if I go to the plus button, I keep forgetting to use my cursor, sorry guys. If I go to the plus button at the top here, and I press that, so now I have a new shortcut. We're gonna call it, I don't think I even named my shortcuts, but let's name it for tutorial sake. We're gonna call it notability. Enter. Oh, I already have a shortcut named notability. Okay, we're gonna call it notability tutorial. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna click open app here. So what's gonna happen is when you activate this shortcut, it's gonna do whatever action you've selected here. So the action we want to do is open the app notability. So I'm gonna click open app. Now you're gonna come over here and you're gonna click the app and we're gonna search notability. We want this, when this shortcut is activated, we want it to open notability. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click this over here and we're gonna click add to home screen. When you click that, this is what it's gonna look like on the home screen. But we don't want that. That is not what we want. We want a cute little aesthetic picture of notability. So if I go to photos and I choose photo, I don't have the picture of of all the apps on my iPad. They're on my phone. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to choose a random icon I have in here. So I'm going to choose this. We're going to use that. Okay. And we're going to call the app. I think what I did is I didn't call them anything. Like I just put a space just so it looked cute and effective. I mean, you don't have to do this. You can call it whatever you want. I know some people might use little icons, like put a heart there. But I'm just going to put a space and then I'm going to add it. And look, it's added to my home screen. So if I go here, as you can see, there you go. I don't know why there's a shadow there. Maybe it's because I added the space. But let's see if we can fix that. So if we go back to notability, I think maybe you don't have to put a space. I think you can just, oh okay, you can just do that. Yeah, and that will not have the shadow. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that because that's not cute. And yeah, that is it. Skills you need to make a home screen just like this. Yeah, that is the tutorial, guys. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.